Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is once again on the hot topics that I'm covering right now is definitely another one that's outside of my comfort zone, but needs to be discussed. It is also about a YouTuber. It's about Bianca Devins. For those of you who don't know, which means you've probably been living under a rock, she was a 17-year-old who was murdered, and then pictures of it were posted on Instagram. Where do I start? It ventures into the incel community, and I'm gonna make a video on that later, where I'm sure a lot of incels are gonna come for me. But that part we're just gonna save for a later date, and we're gonna talk about the fact that a lot of these videos, things like this, seem to be making it onto places like Facebook and Instagram, and our need to find these photos and how it shouldn't be done, I guess. She's a person. First, let's start off with the fact that she's a 17-year-old child and a person. And people are trying to say, there are some horrible comments that I've read because I've been keeping track of it. There are people that are trying to say that she deserved it for leading on the incel community, for having what is called the beta men that just follow her around or whatnot. And maybe she shouldn't have done it, and it wouldn't happen to her if she'd have just stayed home. She was a 17-year-old child. Let's make this abundantly clear. A child. She didn't deserve what happened to her no matter what. I don't care if she was sleeping with this guy and sleeping with that guy and the guy got jealous and stabbed her to death. She didn't deserve that. She definitely doesn't deserve to have her final moment blasted all over the internet for people's entertainment. That is beyond wrong. It is a bloodlust that I don't understand, that I hope I never understand. Her death is not meant for our entertainment. She was a person. She has family that loves her. She has people that care about her. It's not like people tend to forget that just because you're on a platform and you have a following, that you're an actual person with actual real living people that care about you. And these videos would be taken, these pictures, these awful, and luckily I did not get to see them. They have completely disappeared off the internet. I did a deep dive to make sure that they were no longer on the internet so I could report on that, and luckily enough I have not been able to find her pictures, and I'm so glad, so glad that you cannot find them. That if you do, you'd have to do a deeper dive than I did, and if you're that determined to see them, there's something very, 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 very wrong with you, but they're harder to find than what I expected. And I didn't have to look at them because I don't want to look at a 17-year-old child's death, and I'm glad that they are hard to find. And I want to thank the people who got on Instagram as I was researching this story to tell you guys. The people of Instagram tagged pictures of her where she looked beautiful, or they did pink clouds, or they did whatever they had to keep her memory safe, to keep those images from coming up on the top searches, to keep it from being what it was. And for the community, the YouTube community, the Instagram community, just the humanity behind it makes me very proud. It gives me a great deal of hope for humanity to remember that Bianca was a person. The fact that they remember that she deserved better than what she got is amazing. So for those of you who did that, and I found out about it 2 days later because I try to stay off the internet when my husband's home. So yay. Y'all did a wonderful job. Y'all are amazing. Each one of you that posted that are my hero. It proves that you have a heart and you have an understanding, and just thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for protecting this 17-year-old girl. She may have made mistakes in life, but y'all did something that was wonderful. That's what I was originally trying to say. You can look up just about anybody's death pictures. We forget that they're people. And this morbid fascination needs to stop. And we need to stop perpetuating it. We need to stop sitting there and putting these images on Instagram and then putting them on Facebook. And I've seen some stuff on Facebook. I can't remember the guy's name, but the guy that went around and shot the black guy, and I cannot remember the name of that story, and can't remember that. In my head I can visualize what happened, but I can't remember the names behind it. But there needs to be a system that flags these videos immediately, that flags these pictures immediately, and takes them down and keeps them down. Because that seems to be the more that people get attention for these, the more of these graphic, horrible things that are going to keep happening to people. So we absolutely need to be on our guard, and we need to pressure Facebook, we need to pressure Instagram, we need to pressure Snapchat, everyone, anything. Just keep the pressure on and keep that from becoming an actual thing. Because if we don't keep that from becoming a thing, if we allow it to become the norm, then more people are going to use this to become famous. And that is not a way I want to see someone become famous. It's the same thing that happens with school shooters. The more we romanticize it, the more we say their names more than we say the victims' names, which is why you will not catch me ever in a video talking about a mass murderer's name or someone like this name. I know the name of the guy that did this, but I will not say his name. I will not show his picture because I will not glorify it. I will not help make him famous. I'm here for Bianca. I am here to say that Bianca is a human being, that Bianca had rights, that Bianca did not deserve what happened to her, and I hope that you agree with me. I hope that you continue to put pressure on Facebook, Instagram, and all of those platforms to continue to have systems to flag this and to keep this from happening. That's all I have to say on this. Like I said, it's right outside my comfort zone, but the last video was outside my comfort zone and I did it anyway. So here's to making videos outside my comfort zone, and I will see you later.